Yeah.
Hey guys, Savat the Mighty here, aka Doompiggy, and I am back with another Eve Echoes video. So in today's video, we're just going to be doing an account overview, really, and kind of a future of the channel sort of thing. So I've decided that starting the new series, I'm going to be continuing that. So that's going to be really fun. I got a lot of great ideas from everybody in the comments, and I expect really good things from that. That being said, though, I do plan on eliminating some of my content. I thought I was going to be able to keep up with an Eve Echoes video daily, but that's actually become a little bit rough for me. So just to keep myself honest and make sure that I can keep up with everything, I think I am going to dip down to maybe 3 to 4 videos a week. So it'll give me a little bit more time to actually work on the videos, and it'll be a schedule that I can actually maintain. Also, it'll give me a little bit more time so I can actually come back here to the main server and get off the test server and make some money. So that'll be fun. So also too, along with my versus video, which basically it's not going to be a versus like a PvP versus, it's going to be more of a versus on ship comparisons. So that series I'm going to go on. Another thing that I would like to ask is, now that I'm going to be spending a little bit more time back on the main server, would you guys be interested in seeing some more storyline missions done again, or I don't know, what type of things would you be interested in? Just let me know in the comments below. You come up with ideas that I can actually do on my main account. So let's take a look at my main account here for a little bit. So this is my trusty Oracle that I'm sitting in here. My Oracle, I'm actually sitting here with all C-type equipment still. So if you have seen my old videos, if you haven't, I don't think I've done my own Oracle in quite some time. I do have all Corpus C-type large beam lasers in the high slots. I do run with 2 Mark 7 large group armor repairers, a Republic Fleet target painter, and I have a hood ornament. So this one's a Mark 7 hammerhead. I do swap this out just to whatever I feel like having. I think I have an infiltrator here as well right now. I never really use it for combat or anything like that. My low slots, I switch out the heatsink. I do have a Centum C-type heatsink on here, but I do swap that out for the target painters, or not target painters, marketeer tracking computers. I have 4 of these. I only have 3 of them on right now. And I have a Gistum C-type medium micro warp drive. The rigs that I run on this ship, I have 1 laser collision accelerator 3, and I have 2 laser burst aerator 3s. So I do have those on there. They are maxed out. But before I went over to the test server, I was experimenting all around with the ship quite a bit. So I have swapped out these rigs. I usually use 1 or 2 rigs because I would change them out for different stuff every time, and I didn't really want to invest the money to get the 3s over here. So right now it's only got 2 semiconductor memory cell 1s on there and an ancillary power grid router. Try to do some fitting things with it, fit some large modules in and whatnot. So that is my Oracle. It's currently sitting at 856 DPS. And it gets the job done. I mean, it doesn't have some of the extreme ranges, but it's sitting at 7209 with a 25.31 km fall off. My skills. So another thing I want to talk about is where my skills currently are and what I'm going to be doing. So my skills are sitting here. I have 26 days until tier 9. Now, right now, I am currently training up large lasers. I'm still trying to get those in a good spot. I do have large laser operation 5. Advanced large laser operation is currently working towards 5, which, if you can see down here at the bottom, it is going to take 23 days. And I'll be going into expert large laser operation. My large laser upgrade and advanced large laser upgrade are still sitting at 4, so they're going to take quite a bit of time to work on. But that's it. I don't have any battleship skills right now. I just have the battle cruiser skills and cruiser skills. And so we can take a look at my skills here. I'm not going to go over them all individually. You can just kind of look and see where they're at. As you can see, I was training up advanced cruiser command there. I am trying to get that to 5. That is for my newest ship. So yeah, my skills are kind of all over the place. I've trained into a lot of different things, and I've never really respect. As you can see, I don't really have a lot of defensive skills at all. All my defense stuff is very, very low and will require some training up. My electronic skills are usually in a pretty good spot though. So that's all sitting there, but I do have to start all of this battleship stuff. So that is going to be something I go into if I go into battleship. So basically, what I was saying is, do you guys think I'm probably only going to be able to afford one at start at first? And that is to get into the Oracle 2, or should I jump into the Apocalypse? If I jump into the Apocalypse, what I'll probably have to do is spend some Plex to refocus up my skills a little bit, so I can have all the battleship skills that are going to be necessary for that. But that does mean that we won't be seeing the Oracle or the Oracle 2, because I'll probably take a lot of skills out of my battle cruiser, and those will go into battleship. Still leave my cruiser. I'll probably eliminate a lot of the frigate skills because I don't really ever use those, and focus solely on battleship. I do have my scrap metal processing up at a pretty decent level, even though it's not perfect. I think that's pretty much all my skills. I don't really have much in these last little bits over here. Applied science doesn't have nothing. And I just have the biology here. So that was just a quick look at my skills. And again, feel free to pause. I am training. I just moved over the advanced large laser operation. I was training the advanced cruiser command. However, I do want to make sure that I do get that done before my 26 days is over. One of the things that I was looking at here, we're going to take a look at the ships. Battle cruisers. So if I do decide to go into the Oracle 2, the two skills that I really need to focus on is large laser operation bonus, which I do already have at 5, and advanced battlecruiser command bonus. So those are the two skills that I would really need to get up so I can maximize the use out of this. Now, if I go to battleships and we take a look at the Apocalypse, which is the other ship that I'm considering going into, I also benefit off of large laser operation bonus, so it made a lot of sense to get that to 5 first. And battleship command bonus per level is going to give it that scan resolution. So those would be the two skills that I really need to focus on if that's going to be the case. So I've already got my large laser operation bonus ready for either one of these ships that I get into. This one is going to have large drones, and I don't have any of the large drone skills either. So that's also something to think about, but again, it's going to be a HUD ornament for me with the way that I play these ships. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you think I should jump into that Oracle 2 right away and focus more on those, or if I should respec my skills and get into the battleship that I've been wanting forever. I'm still probably going to buy both ships, but I'm probably only going to have enough to actually outfit one, and I won't have the skills to be able to pilot both of them effectively. Not at first, anyway. What else did I want to look at? So the other ship that I really fly on a regular basis, which you guys have probably seen on the channel, is also my Phantasm. Oh, looks like our day rolled over. Cool. Skill points. So this ship, I'm sitting at 627.29 DPS. I have 4 Corpum C-type and medium pulse lasers, Caldari Navy Stasis Web, Republic Fleet Target Painter, Mirror Small Shield Field Module, Centum C-type Medium Afterburner, Pith C-type Adaptive Invulnerability Field, Gistum C-type Medium Capacitor Battery, a Pith C-type Large Shield Booster, and a Centum C-type Heat Sink. For the rigs on this ship, I do use a Anti-EM Screen Reinforcer 3, and I have a Laser Burst Aerator 3, and a second Laser Burst Aerator 3. Down here, I only have level 2s, but I do have semiconductor memory cells. I think this is on all of them, yeah. So those still need a little bit of an upgrade too. But that's this ship. It takes advantage of one of the things that I don't have is that Advanced Cruiser Command 5, which I still have 6 days left on that, so I will be able to scoop that up quite quickly when I get there. But I do want to get to my battleship right now, and this thing moves fast enough for what I use it for. Advanced medium laser operation bonus it does take a big bonus from that. And I believe my skills for the medium lasers, if you look, have all that. Medium laser operation 5, advanced medium laser operation 5, expert 3, medium laser upgrade is 4, advanced medium laser upgrade is 5, expert medium laser is 3. So my medium lasers are in an okay spot. They're not perfect, but they're okay. And so this ship does wonders as well. I love it. So I have a lot of fun with it. And that's where my main account sits. My main account, I kind of just sit here and do what I do. Mainly news missions, and I try to do storyline missions right now. I did have a storyline mission that I had picked up, just a Soldier's Way. I've already finished the first parts of this. I still have to do the 5 jumps and go out there and do the second half of this mission to get that money, but that'll give me a little bit more. I am going to be working on getting this up. I want to try to get around 2 billion by the time I hit tier 9 if I can. So I have enough money to outfit whatever ship I do get. It's going to be very, very expensive to do so, I imagine. So, yeah. I'll be running more stories. So if you guys want me to do, like I said, more story missions with the Oracle, I can put that out. I am still going to do the verses on the test server. But if there's anything that you guys would like me to see me do on the live server with my live account, I would be more than interested in hearing that. Also, I plan on doing some other stuff that's a little less than Eve Echoes related on the channel. I do like playing other games, so I will be putting some new stuff out as well. If you just like the Eve Echoes content, that's fantastic. Stay around for it. I'll be happy to have you. But I do want to play around with some other games, so start expecting to see that appear on the channel as well. And it'll be fun. Alright, so that's going to be my little bit of an update here. I guess that pretty much covers this. Oh, the other thing that I actually want to show you guys, if you give me just a moment here, I'm going to switch over to my alt account. All right, welcome back. I am here with my alt account. So I wanted to show you guys my alt account's progression as well. So my alt account, it has almost all of the skill upgrades except for the last one. I've never actually been able to get a hold of that, so I'm only sitting at 43% here. I do need to actually get around to purchasing that at some time. This account is much farther away. I mean, just to get to tier 8, I've got 38 days, so it was started pretty late. This count specializes in his ship, and his ship is the Dramiel. So the way I have this Dramiel fit out, I do have in the high slots, which there are 3. I have the Gisty C-type small autocannons. All 3 of those are there. I have a Caldari Navy Stasis Web of Fire. I have a Verkalakis small energy Nosferatu. And it's interchangeable. Right now it's an interruptive warp scram, but depending on if I'm going to do like PvE or stuff like that, I'll change that out for something else. But sometimes, in a lot of cases, really, I just keep that on there. In the low slots, I have a Corelli C-type small afterburner. It also has a Gisty C-type small shield booster, and a Gistum C-type gyro stabilizer. So as you can see, this ship is doing 458.2 DPS. And for the rigs, I still have some upgrading to do on the ship as well. It has a Cannon Burst Aerator 3. It has a Cannon Burst Aerator 2, which I still need to upgrade to a 3. And it has a Cannon Collision Accelerator 3. And the low slots over here, I have a Polycarbon Engine Housing 2. Need to upgrade that. I have a Polycarbon Engine Housing 3. And I have an Auxiliary Thrusters 1. So the ship already goes pretty fast. It does have some room for some upgrades on there. I do need to upgrade the Auxiliary Thrusters, and I do need to upgrade this other Polycarbon Engine Housing. But yeah, that's the ship in a nutshell. So the skills on my alt account are all specialized in Frigate. Very hyper-focused. So he's got Frigate Command 5, Advanced Frigate Command 5, Expert Frigate Command is 3, Destroyer Command is 3, but I believe that was from a skill book. Navigation, we have Afterburner 5, Advanced Afterburner is 4. And I have 1 level of Micro Warp Drive, but I haven't actually started getting into training any of that stuff as of yet. Under Maintenance Technologies, where I currently am right now, I do have Shield Operation 5, but that does need to go up further into the Advanced and Expert. Armor Operation is 2, but I haven't used any armor tanking with this guy whatsoever. I have frigate defense upgrade at 5. Advanced frigate defense upgrade is what this is currently training, and it is about to be 5. And then I'll be going into expert frigate defense upgrade at some point. For the electronics, I have frigate engineering 5. Advanced frigate engineering is partially trained, so it's at 3. And I think I have those in the queue. I believe we're going to have to go look at that. Electronic warfare is at 5. Advanced electronic warfare is at 3. Target management is at 5. Advanced target management is at 3. And so it is doing pretty good, honestly. Frigate engineering, I already went over all that, so I clicked on the wrong thing. So our electronics are fine. Weaponry, it has 2 in lasers, 2 in railguns, cannons where I specialize, missile 2, drones 2, decomposers 2. So all of that, cannons are where it sits. So small cannon operation 5, advanced small cannon operation 5, expert small cannon operation 5, small cannon upgrade 5, advanced small cannon upgrade 5, and expert small cannon upgrade is about to be 5. So let's take a look and see what I'm actually training. Advanced frigate defense. That one is in the queue. I have 16 hours left on that. Then we have advanced frigate engineering, level 4, which is 13 hours, and then 3 days to hit the advanced frigate engineering 5. After that, the expert small cannon upgrade, it's sitting at 17 days. As you can see, there's a portion of this already trained. Whenever I do get the free XP, like you can see I have 113 now, every so often I'll come in and I dump the XP into that. So when I finally do get around to training it up, it's going to be reduced, hopefully down to a manageable level. So that's why it's kind of sitting in the end of the queue there. It's my XP dump right now, why I'm training up the other skills. And then once I have enough free XP to go in there, I'll just go ahead and get that trained up. For ancillary skills, I have mining on here. You get that. You get that. Every character gets that. Trade, it doesn't really have much. I think I did put a couple points, or I got this from a book. But trade 3, accounting 3, and then fright 3. Yeah, I actually think you actually get those just from doing regular stuff. It has no corporate management skills. Social science, trade, manage corp, that's it. Applied science, we got nothing. We already went over natural industry. I have cruiser manufacturing, and I think I picked that up from a book as well. Back when I first started this character, I didn't really know what I wanted to do completely with him, so I figured, okay, I want to get my frigate trained up. Once I get that done, I'll get him this faction frigate, which has been doing pretty good stuff for me. We can turn off all of this stuff on this account, and so he's been pretty fun. I really like playing around with this character. I am going to focus on the frigates, and I am actually going to end up training up all of the small weapons on this guy, and I'm going to get him one of all of the faction frigates is the whole plan, and he'll just have a horde of those and be able to fly around whatever the heck he wants to. But also you can see it is going to take some time to actually get there. I think he's actually got some loot on him. Yeah. Cool. We can put that away. But this little frigate is really fun, and I have a really good time in the Dram Mule. So he's in a good spot. He's coming up in the world. He's got some time, sitting on 140 million. Not too terribly much there. But I kind of wanted to showcase that as well, and just show you the progression that my alternate character has. And so, yeah, there we have it. That is him. That is his Dram Mule. Oh yeah, one thing I can show you with the Dram Mule as well, just kind of because I want to play this ship, really. I really have fun in this thing. Alrighty. So we're gonna set my orbit to 1. Let's go pick up a news encounter real quick. Man. Cool. So this ship gets up and goes. It warps really fast. Why do I still have stuff showing up on here? Oh yeah. I forgot. You gotta opt out of the help now. It's here. Leave channel. Nope. Goodbye. So this ship really, really, really goes fast. So it's one of the things I really like about this ship. The playstyle is really fun, especially after using all the big heavy ships that I normally do. Being able to have an alt account and come in and just see how fast that thing warps. It just gets in there and it moves around really quick. I've showcased this guy before. He had less skills than he did now, so it's pretty much the same thing. He does really, really good damage, I think. At high speeds, it's just a really fun ship. So we're gonna orbit this guy, focus fire, and just activate all of our stuff and have fun. Look at that. Now mind you, he can't do the actual hard encounters yet. So he's just sitting here, minding his own business. Orbiting at some pretty insane speeds. That's one of the reasons why I have those 2 rigs dedicated to letting this guy be able to just spin around. Now these guys have missiles, so they're always going to be applying a little bit of damage, but it's fine. Okay. So I gotta actually correct this as well. For some reason, whenever I play on my computer, I play this account on my phone a lot. It likes to set the range to 5 km, so that's in the setting. I'm going to have to hit orbit again once it dictates that, because of the auto orbit, to get it to actually go into that 1 km. I set it at 1 km because that usually puts it at about 2 or 3, which lets them apply maximum damage. So the reason why that's important is what we're looking at here is optimal range is 1.48. So it can hit out to 11, but it's going to do 50% of its damage out at 11 km. So I'd really like to stay in close, and being able to stay in close, still doing 1004, 1005, that's another reason why I have to actually upgrade that other rig to a 3. That'll let me orbit just that little bit better and keep more top speed. In a straight line, this thing gets up and goes, but it's not doing a straight line very often. Yeah, so if I set out at 6 km, we can do 1.8 right now. But we're gonna move in closer. Also, too, this ship here, I mean, as long as I'm running the Nosferatu, it is capacitor stable as well. So I don't really have to worry about setting an orbit and then forgetting and being like, oh. And also, if I accidentally, like, completely and totally forget everything and have to walk away because an emergency happens or something, he'll just shoot off into space doing, you know, 1,000,000 miles an hour. Okay, so we are going to orbit that guy. We're going to activate everything. And let's take a look at him. So hot, he's doing 587 DPS. Absolutely just laying waste to all this stuff. And I just get to watch him sit here and do his circles. He loves circles. Let's set our orbit closer. And as I get more weapon skills trained up, the gyro stabilizer will stay active longer. And I'm excited about that as well. Okay. So yeah, I can turn this back on. He heals up with that the small shield booster, still pretty effectively. I have some room in the ship to work with, and I'm gonna get more room as soon as I get more skills and everything. So I'll see if I can change up the fit any. Maybe put a medium something on here. Don't know yet. We'll see if I ever get the power grid to actually be able to function with that. But I mean, for right now, he's able to do pretty much anything that I want him to do. I honestly think that he might, doing these missions, I'll have to actually do a comparison someday, but he might actually make money just doing news stories on the ones that he does at an equivalent pace as my Oracle. That's probably a little bit of an exaggeration, but he does missions pretty quickly. I can sit here and knock out a mission and get a couple mil. Okay. Yeah, we're still... That orbit is killing me. Lock up. Orbit. We're going to activate that, and even that. And we will focus fire and hit orbit again. That'll put us into that 1 km range. Cool. Take out this Corax next. Okay. And then the Blackbird. And our damage is almost back up again. Let's make sure to tighten our orbit. We can activate that and our damage. Just top ourselves off that just a little bit. And we can move over and start orbiting the next target. Now it's going to automatically change us to that 5 again, because I still have auto orbit set on this guy. But we'll fix that ourselves. Cool. But yeah, I really like this ship. I really like just doing circles around guys and blowing up ships. It's really fun. And one of the things we can look at too is why I have the afterburner on. Navigation is 1908 with just the afterburner. And it does me quite well. I'm able to take on by speed tanking quite a few larger ships. Webs can be a little troublesome, but for the most part, even they're okay to deal with. Okay. And one last click just for fun. Cool. So that entire thing's done. Got me about 396,000. I could pick up all the loot if I wanted to, but I don't particularly care right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and head back over to Jita's, where I'm currently hanging out. But yeah, it is a fun ship and I enjoy it quite a bit. So that's it, guys. I'm going to leave this video here. Please let me know what you think in the comment section below and how we should move about and what's going on. All right, I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a great day.